Jumping solidly back on the watching movies bandwagon, I felt I needed to finally get back to watching a film directed by a woman because I'm sorely lacking in my 52 films by women pledge. So I went and saw Jodie Foster's Money Monster, which is getting really mixed reviews, and I'm not really sure why. I don't know why you wouldn't. I could see maybe not loving the movie, but I don't see people thinking it's a bad film. But then, whatever. I don't care what other people think. I don't know why I read other reviews, because most of the time it's like they try to compare it to something else that they liked better, or any number of things where I'm like, this is a problem because what? Which, anyways. Except for the really good film critics who generally don't rely on that kind of criticism. Those are the ones I enjoy reading. But that's neither here nor there. So, this is Jodie Foster. I've seen, I think, of her directing, I think the only other one I've seen is Home for the Holidays, which I watched last year. So in this one, it's about a guy named Lee Gates who is he has like one of those cable money shows, and he's just, horrible. And Julia Roberts is his director, and then he gets taken hostage by Jack O'Connell, who's a man who lost his $60,000 life savings in following a stock tip the other guy had made based on this company that I really know a lot about stocks. The stock company that lost $800 million overnight, headed by Dominic West. The PR person for Dominic West's company is Catriona Balfe, because she's having to speak because the CEO, Dominic West, is missing. So it's mostly in real time. There's this hostage. You get pieces of like how basically money is invisible and digital, and none of it makes any sense. You've got hackers weaved in. You've got computer programmers weaved in. It shows how international everything is. But the kind of things that I've really loved about it, one was that it's sort of an ode to how great female directors are. Julia Roberts playing the director for the show. She's fucking great, and she thinks on her head, and she gets all this shit done. And even in the middle of this like crisis, she's thinking about like the right shot. And then you have these great things with these cameramen, and I don't know what the story behind this is, but the camera guy is the name of the camera guy is the same name as the actor playing the camera guy, so I don't know if he's actually an actor or a camera guy. My internet never works in this room. I should have clicked on this link before I started reviewing. But anyways, I thought that was delightful. And there's bits of comedy. And so this is sort of subtext, I guess, but for me it felt very much text. That's just because I like to find the gay in everything. Every single heterosexual relationship either alluded to or shown in the film is toxic and horrible, and it felt like Jodie Foster's way of being like, straight people, they're crazy. Straight relationships are terrible. The dynamics within all those relationships are what destroys us, which I always find fascinating. Was that purposely put in there? I don't know, but I felt it. What else was I going to say? I was thrilled. It's a thriller, and I was on the edge of my seat the whole time, which I think, is what you want from a thriller. Oh, my kitty's so cute. I got distracted. Really great performances all around. I really enjoyed Catriona Balfe. She was great. It's good to see that she can translate her great TV presence to film, which mostly kept reminding me that I need to catch up on this season of Outlander. That's actually probably what I'm going to do with the rest of my Sunday, because I am super behind and I need to get caught up. So anyways, I enjoyed this. There was Giancarlo Esposito as a NYPD captain. It's always good when you get to hang out with Giancarlo. don't know, I just thought it was a good film, a good solid, like the good solid sort of Hollywood thriller type thing that they used to make all the time, and like they're too expensive to make nowadays. And I'm kind of flabbergasted that Sony actually gave Jodie Foster $27 million to make this movie, because they don't make this kind of movie anymore. I'm trying to think. I don't know, they made them a lot in the late 90s, for sure. Early aughts. Now they just don't make these kind of movies. I enjoyed it. Let's just put it that way. So this was 2016's Money Monster. It just came out this weekend. It's in like 3,000 theaters, so it's probably playing in a theater near you. You should go see it. Support Jodie Foster. Tell me if you think it's also super gay, or if it's just me. I like to see the gay and everything. I think that's important. Now I'm gonna go watch Outlander. So have a good Sunday.